All right, guys, a quick lunchtime video. I'm going to try to do these every now and then. A quick video of a setup that I really like. It's already transpired, but it's a good trading lesson nonetheless. Generally in chat, we play breakouts, we play gap plays, but also a staple in the chat room for years has been playing reversals. When a stock gets ahead of itself in one direction, everyone likes to say, you don't fight the trend and only trade with the trend and so on. There's good money to be made in reversal plays as well. And I'm going to go over Verizon. They gave a great example of a potential reversal play that was actually called in the room. So it was already down like this, and they kind of did a little bear flag. I wasn't even watching Verizon VZ. Okay, I wasn't even on my sites. But then the scanners picked it up, getting ahead of itself to the downside. So at this point, I put it on watch for a potential reversal. Okay. Okay, and then it gets kind of narrow, and so I didn't do anything with it. I was looking for a reversal. Hold on a second here. All right, took a little sneeze break. So I like it when it's you're getting big volume and it's getting away from this 8-period moving average. Okay, generally using 5-minute candles. So then you get this inside candle, becomes much less interesting to me. All right, so I don't do anything with it, but I am interested if it would flush below the whole number. A lot of times you get stop runs where they take out stops below the whole number. So it's still not interesting to me. Then you get this long candle. So if you look at the range of all of these candles, especially the three preceding this one, the range from the top to the bottom of the candles, now you're getting a long candle. So now it becomes really interesting to me, especially if it can get into the 80s. A lot of times you get a whole number flush and the stock will turn somewhere in the 80s. What I mean is, like in this case, the 50-80s. So now it's getting close to the 80s and it has my attention because of the length of this candle. Okay, so I've switched to 2-minute candles so we can kind of zoom in on what happens when it gets into the 80s. You get this nice kind of narrow 2-minute candle. The next candle, so what I want to do now is, now that I know we visited the 80s, so we're looking at a potential stop run and a potential bounce from this area. Generally, I'll default to 2-minute candles, not always, but you have a nice narrow candle here. The next candle opened right about here and flushed down and then came up and took out the highs of this candle. I tell you that now because it's hard to tell sometimes when you introduce the next candle which happened first, but I was sitting right there watching it, so I know. So my long idea is if it breaks this candle, 50.92, and again, like I said, it opened here, flushed down some more, and then reversed. So I got long 50.92, and my stop goes below the low of the day. And look at the volume on this candle too. All right, so it's a 50.92 entry and a 50.83 stop. 9 cents risk on a $50 stock, on a stock like Verizon. That's really good, and you can see what happened. It just climbed up, and now it's going sideways. We're just now coming out of the lunchtime period, but if you're a day trader, you understand the money that can be made there. So there's a great, I guess, sort of visual on what we look for on intraday reversals. Hope that helps.